Hi everyone, so thank you for watching today. So it's another die focus tutorial. So every Tuesday and Thursday I will share some fun cards where the focus is on the dies, so they will do all the work for you. This one I'm also going to be showing you the DL envelope die set as well. So I've made this lovely envelope here. I've used the craft card because it matches the card inside, and this is a triple flip or a window flip card, and under each of these are the wonderful critters. So these are my Made to Surprise ones. I haven't used them for a while, so it's been nice to get them out again. And we've got Jerry, we've got Marty and Heidi the hippo, and then I've got birthday wishes from us all, and then inside you've got your space there to write your message. So I'll stamp another sentiment in there, maybe personalize it once I know who I'm going to give this one to. But I love that it all matches really nicely. I'm going to use a gel pen to write who the recipient will be eventually, but really nice and easy to do. It was really fun just to cut everything and do some little bit of inking and the colouring there with the characters. So let me show you how to make it. So this is the In the Window DL Aperture die set. So really nice set. I'm calling it a triple flip because you've got the 3 flips, but you could easily just have one. You can cut right through the middle, and I think it would look quite nice for gift tags. I think 2 would be nice together on maybe like a 6x6 size card as well. So even though it says DL, you can cut into this and use it on other size cards as well. As it is the DL, I'm going to be using the DL envelope maker die set as well. DL means double lengthways, so it's A4 card. So if I take this as a shop bought DL card, and the width is it's in centimeters, so it's 20, which is 8 inches, and then the length here is 8 1/4, which is your A4. So that's what that means. So I've gone and cut everything. I'll go through all of the other kind of bits and pieces that I've used to decorate it in a minute, but inside your set, and we'll go through the envelope later, you've got your 2 main dies here. So you've got this one here, which is you could use this, in pattern paper, whatever really, or you can cut it in white and then cut this in, whatever colour that you want it to be. I'm going to be, what I've done, show you here, I've cut it in the craft card. Okay, and I've already heat embossed my sentiment on there. So I've used the craft card, okay, and just run that through. And then I've not actually used this one because I'm just going to have it directly onto my card. So I've got the white frame. The white and the craft card goes really nice together. I've then got this piece here, which I just cut so it's smaller than this main section. And then what I did is opened up all of these and just sit it over the white card, okay, so it's hidden. And then I just drew around roughly the 4 sides of each one. You can see there I've got my pencil marks. I was then able to stamp the images and colour them in, and I'm going to just link that video in now so you can just see what I did. And then I've just rubbed the pencil marks out. So these are the stamps that I've used. These are old now. These are, well, this was the very first stamp that I ever brought out. So this is over 2 years old. And this was that Christmas. So this is about 18 months old. But because they were so popular, we've brought them out now in a digital stamp. So you can download the digital stamps. You can still, use them and create these cards. I've then taken the sentiment from here, birthday wishes, and then I've taken the from us all from my woodland animals, because I thought, you got the 3 of them there, it's going to look quite nice. And then to decorate the front, I'm using the flowers, or the leaves and vines and flowers, and that was from my swing collection. Again, all of that product will be linked below, but now I can just stick this one over the top. We've got our 3 very cute little friends there. Go around the edge there, because I'm going to be sticking it again onto the card blanks. So this is just really to get this in place. Actually, no, that's fine. I want to do a little bit of inking on this. So I can just about see where the pencil mark was still, just to make sure that they are where I want them to go. Just give that a minute. Okay, so whilst that's drying, I'm just going to ink up the edges a bit. I would do this before you stick that down, but it's not going to, you know, damage them at all. But this is just going to give it a bit of a rustic feel, tie in that kind of jungle safari kind of feel to it. So I'm just kissing the sides there. This is the vintage photo. I don't want to go Distress Oxides now. I don't want to hit my sentiment there, but I also don't really want a line. So yeah, I definitely recommend inking before you do all of this, but I prep a lot of my videos, so I do a lot of the stages. So just blend that in. There we go. Go back over that. That's okay. And then I want to do these as well. So, but sometimes it's good to, we all decide and change our minds along the way. So I think sometimes leaving these bits in is good, because it just shows you that you can still do these things, even if you have stuck things down, you know. Okay, so that's all inked up. I'm actually going to pop this on some foam and then stick it onto the card. I think, again, I'm using a lot of foam at the moment on my cards, because I feel it just makes such a big difference. I mean, I've used foam for years, but I just seem to be using it on everything. So just pop some strips on there. So mine's all landscape, but this can be portrait if you would rather, and you can have them opening out, you know, like so. Just lift those up a bit so they're out. There we go. And then in the set you get the option, you can have matte and layer that's just straight, you can have stitched, or you can have scalloped. So I've gone for the scalloped, and I've inked up the brown ones, pop them on some foam. I'll just pop that one on there so you can see how easy that is. So they're going to go like so. And then I've used the flowers that I just showed you, and I've got my favourite colours, so yellow, it's more like a pinky red, and orange, and they're going to go on each one, so it kind of brings in that jungle wild kind of theme that I'm going for. And then using my leaves, I've just die cut a selection there, and I'm going to stick them all down as well. So I think the reason I like using foam so much is because if you add the foam, it's easy for you to then, even at a later date, you might think you want to add some other bits, so you can just, I like to take the ends off there, but you can slide things underneath the foam, and it just means you can build your scene a little bit more. So I'm going to get that all stuck down. So that's the finished card, and then you can see you flip them up. You could have those matte layers in here with maybe a funny little sentiment as well. I don't know, there's some funny puns with these stamps, but you could have just hi. I don't know, I just think it's another cool area to be able to have something. So I might add that at a later date, and then they would just drop back down again. So next I want to do the envelope. So I've already cut it and I've inked up the pieces here. Now you get so much in these envelope makers. I've already shared the A6 one. There's a slimline, and then there's the DL here. So I'll go through these ones because these are the ones I've used actually. So I've cut the main ones here. So that's that one there, and then you can see this one here. And then you've got your kind of layer here to go on the front, so you can write your address. And then I've used this one to just cut this pretty trim, and that's going to go on the back. I've also cut that one because that's going to go inside. I'll show you that one in a moment. But you can also just cut this one. No, not that one. Which one is it? It's that one. They look the same, but, well, they have got a slight difference. You can see this has got a straight side here. So that's got a cutting line all the way around, so it will cut it completely out. This one here only has a cutting line on the outside, so it means that you could cut that. You just line up the bottom there, and you can cut that pattern so it's actually that shape around the edge there. It looks really pretty. If you do have the DL set, you will need a larger die machine for it this way because it's wider than your plates. There's my standard plates there, you can see it hangs right over. So you would need a larger machine, but as I've said before, things that are quite simple like this, and a lot of the large dies, you know, tend to be like that, but you could just sit that over your card, and with a rolling pin you can just roll over it, and it will emboss all of the shape, and then you can just cut it. Okay, so some people don't mind doing that because all of the smaller bits, everything else apart from that one, will go through the machine. You then also get so much to decorate. So I've cut this one here, so I'm going to use a gel pen to write who that's for, and that's using this die here. But you've got other tags, banners here, mats and layers. You've got other floral kind of shapes there to match the design of the envelope. That one's really pretty, so you'll have that to go on the front. You've got other flowers here, leaves, hearts. There is so many bits in that one. So craft cards are very porous. Well, all cardstock's porous, but craft card will really absorb all your glue. So I'm going to use my red tape on all of the sides here. Your glues will work, but you probably find you've got to add a lot and you've got to really hold it for a while. So I'm just going to use the tape for this one. So just make sure that's really secure. And then I'm going to start with the bottom one first. I'm just going to fold that over, and then just I'm going to fold that all out this way. It's easier that way. And just line up this one over the top there. And then you can fold these sides in and just stick that down. Then you've got this piece here, which is going to stick inside here. Now you don't need to stick the whole thing down. If you just fold along the line that they emboss there, and then I'm just going to use the Collall Glue here. This is like a 120 GSM paper, and then just slide that one down, make sure it's where it needs to be, and then just fold that all over. Now I am using a heavyweight craft card for this envelope. I just want to show you that you can, but otherwise I would use that same. This is my envelope paper here. It's the big Dovecraft 12 by 12 pack. I shared it in the last video where I used these envelope dies, so I'll share that one again. You can see now you've got a really nice looking envelope. And then on this side here, I'm going to add this piece. And then I'm going to pop some foam on this piece. I mean, if I was posting this, I'd just pop it in another envelope to protect it, or like a padded envelope, or I'd give it by hand. So pop that one there, and then we'll decorate that in a second. I've got another flower because I thought it'd be quite nice to have it maybe there, just a, you know, a little nod to what's inside. I think it goes really well. I've got the other leaf there, so that will go all on the front. And then this one, I've die cut it with some double-sided sticky paper. Just take the backing off there. And then I'm going to start with the middle and just get that in place. And then that will just run along that side and that side. So you've got some pretty decoration there. I'd also add a wax seal there as well. And I'm just going to stick this on the front. So that's the envelope done. You could have this as pattern paper if you wanted to. I've just kept it all kind of matching the card style here. But now I'm going to pop that in upside down because then that'll keep those tabs, you know, they're not going to catch. I have got obviously a lot of decoration, so just make sure that's all okay. You can see it fits in there perfectly. And then, like I said, I'd use a wax seal just to keep that together. Or you would just pop some double-sided sticky tape. Or you can use your envelope gum as well, that would work. So I hope you like this cute little triple flip card from me today. I've loved doing this one. It's really nice to bring out some of my older sets again and use them with different things. You know, that's the one thing that I do want to make sure is that my products will work with, you know, things that you might already have in your stash. So, and with anything new that you also might purchase. So I hope you like this little card idea from me today. Everything, as always, will be shared in the description box below, and I'll be back again very soon. Take care. Bye.